Okay, so for Sam and I's dashboard project, we decided to use the data from the company data of CRM Technologies. We decided to do the sales. So here we have our dashboard. The three charts at the top that we have, the first one is going to be average monthly sales. And this we can tell how much money we're making each month and which months we have our highest sales. So by looking at this chart, we can see that May and December we have our highest sales, with our lowest sales being in February and March. If we scroll over, we can see the total revenues by region, so we can see which regions are making the most money. And then our next chart over here is going to be total commissions by person, so how much percent each person is making off of their sales. The next chart down here that we have is new members monthly. Here we can see how many new members that we're getting each month. It looks like in May we're getting the most new members, rather than in April where we have the least amount. The next chart that we have is going to be this chart, and this is our total expenses. By doing our total expenses, we added up the marketing expenses and also the monthly expenses, so we can see how much we're spending each month. Right now, we're spending a pretty even amount each month on expenses, except for in January, we're spending a significantly lower amount of expenses. The next chart that we have down here is going to be monthly calls by region. Here you can tell that in the Midwest in June, we don't really have that many calls. Seems that our north, south, east, and west regions all have a higher number of calls monthly compared to the Midwest. The last chart that we have here, we decided to do a stacked column chart, and this is out of a 100%, so how much each person is making compared to each month, compared to everybody else. And this is the monthly percent of sales by employee. And here we can see how much people are making each month compared to the other employees in this. And the next sheet that we have is all of our data that we used and all of the formulas. So we have our average monthly sales, we have our new members monthly, we have the total revenue by region, we have our total commission chart and how much each person is based on their sales amount that they're making. We have our total expenses, which is the marketing expenses and the actual monthly expenses combined. We have our monthly call by region, so the top chart is from the person and the bottom chart is going to be that each person added up. Then we have our monthly percent of sales by employee, and then we have our monthly calls by region. And that is our dashboard project.